Carol Ofori, East Coast Radio.
South Africa is facing a surge in financial fraud, identity theft, and impersonation scams. And these are crimes that are costing us so many millions every year. And to chat to us about a new campaign called Just Say Goodbye. Just Say Goodbye is the CEO of the South African Fraud Prevention Service, Manie Van Schalkwyk. Hey, Manie, finally we got you on the line. How are you?
Hello, Carol. Thanks for inviting me to your show.
Thank you so much for making the time. So this time of the year, it's quite scary for most of us because we want to relax, we want to enjoy, and at this point, we are at our most vulnerable, and the crooks know it. There is a campaign now, Just Say Goodbye. What is that all about?
What we realize, Carol, is that fraudsters are phoning consumers out of the blue and posing a problem which they seem to be willing to help with. So they will phone you, and our most prevalent issue is they phone you, they say they're phoning from your bank, and that there's this debit order that went through, and should they stop it? Or they say there's fraud on your account, and we need to help you to move this money into a safe account.
Sure.
They will then send you a link and say, we need to make sure that you are the correct person that we're talking to. And please push on the link, and then we verify that it's you. The moment you do that, you will transfer your money into their bank account. And we see this happening more and more. And people, when somebody phone you and say there's fraud in your account and should we help you, of course you're going to say yes.
Yeah.
And people are willing to part with that information at this critical juncture, and by doing that, giving a fraudster a hand into your accounts. So our message is just say goodbye. The moment you get an unsolicited call where people want you to provide them with information on an urgent basis with a threat that you're going to be suffering in any way or form, just say goodbye. Don't argue, don't talk, don't try to find out more. Say goodbye, put the phone down, and phone your bank. Phone your bank directly on the number that you have, not what they've given you. Look at the back of your bank card. There's a number there. Phone that number and speak to your bank directly to find out if there's an issue on your account. The chances are 99.9% there's nothing wrong with your account. These fraudsters have targeted you and they want your money.
Sure. And how prevalent is this particular scam?
The scam is significantly prevalent, and especially with more senior people, in senior age, where people feel they don't get the opportunity to speak to bank people. They are forced into working with apps or online, and now suddenly they see this person phoning them and they really want to help. So they 100% trustworthy on that. And that is the problem. So there are high targets and our messages to the older people out there. And, if I say older people, say make it 50 plus, you are a target in this scam. And be alert. And when you get a call from somebody that says, somebody's trying to do a SIM swap on your phone, and we're here to help you. All of those circumstances where people say, this is the problem, and we need to put down the phone, just say goodbye, and connect with your service provider, your bank, your cell phone company, connect with them, and make sure that everything is okay.
Wow. So they are actually pouncing on you. You're probably at the movies. You're probably at the beach. You are distracted already because it is that time of the year. And you get into panic mode. I mean, I can imagine someone calling me and saying, someone's moved money that's not supposed to move in my account. I'll panic and immediately say, okay, how do I stop this from happening?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Yes.
So...
And part of that modus operandi, when you start, feeling uncomfortable and say, well, I don't want to give you that information, they kind of get aggressive. So they change their tactic from being helpful in the beginning, kind and helpful, to be aggressive and say, well, if you're not going to give it to me, you're going to, suffer the consequences, whatever. But the point is, they're trying to use every trick in the book for you to push on the link that they're sending you, or to provide a code or provide an account number, which under no circumstances, the moment you do it, you will lose the money.
Now, you've said the key is to just say goodbye. But what other preventative measures can one use to avoid falling victim at this time and any time, actually, because fraudsters don't sleep?
They don't sleep. And I just want to take this conversation one step back. Is usually they've got some data from you because, South Africa has had various data breaches where some data is that the fraudsters have. So they will try to put you on ease to say, Carol, your ID starts with, and they will give you the 4 digits. The 4 last digits of your card is this. So they will have some data that was stolen to try to put you at ease. It could be very conservative when providing data to people in any way or form. Data is cash, and the fraudsters use that data. Other ways to protect yourself, as we've got a free service at the South African Fraud Prevention Service to consumers, to what we call protective registration. And that is if you want to add another layer of protection on your identity. It won't help in scams, so I must make that clear. It helps when people are trying to open accounts in your name. So scams is a total different animal, and we've started an organization called YIMA, YIMA, and yima.org.za. Go and have a look there. They are the tools that we provide consumers free of charge to say, if sometimes we're standing on fake websites, on scammer websites, we will warn you against that. It gives you a tool to report scams so that we as an organization can see what is the latest scams in the industry. We will give you the most prevalent scams currently. So you can look at yima.org.za and build yourself a knowledge base of what is going on in the scams world, that you don't become a victim.
Oh, that is so important. yima.org.za is the place to go. Anything else as we head into the festive season? What else do you want to leave our audience with as an important note?
I think besides the don't just say goodbye message, is also, when, especially over this period, we buy gifts and we use websites to make, to buy these. Some of the gifts look incredibly cheap and inexpensive, and those are, if it's too good to be true, then it is too good to be true. Don't go for that. Make sure you are on a reputable supplier website or people who sell goods for gifts. Try to be careful for Facebook Marketplace. I think a lot of our scams come from there. Make sure you work with reputable people.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. I think you've helped somebody who's possibly going to get a call today. Just say goodbye, which is the key. I love it. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you, Karen.
There we go. The CEO of the South African Fraud Prevention Service, Manie Van Schalkwyk, warning us that if we get a call that's left you feeling panicky, that someone's taking money out of your account, just say goodbye and call the number you have for your bank or whatever situation that they say is happening in your life. Call the number back that you know, not the number that called you, because these scams are out. And then, of course, the website that he reminded us of to go to, which is yima.org.za. That's yima.org.za. You work far too hard for your money. Don't let them take it from you.
Carol Ofori, KZN's #1 hit music station, East Coast Radio.